You're listening to the Turi Ryder's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. In this installment, Marcy takes us back to a simpler, nicer time in which mean people, like me, for example, might not even have survived.
Do you remember back in the day when we were young and carefree and big corporations really at least pretended to care about us? And if something went wrong, they would kind of work out a deal with you in a very nice way.
I'm trying to remember that far back. I'm having real trouble. What specifically was it like then versus what it's like in the up your nose era now?
Well, my Frankie, who's a carpenter, for anyone who doesn't know, buys these, they look like heavy-duty military phones. You could fall off a roof with it in your back pocket and it won't break.
Okay, you wouldn't be okay, but the phone would be okay.
Yes.
Yes.
You would die, but the phone would live. That's the whole
The
point
idea.
behind it.
Yeah, that's the marketing.
And I remember, back when cell phones were kind of new, because I didn't get one right away because I really valued my privacy. Now I can't remember what that is. But I didn't want a cell phone because I didn't want anyone to be able to get a hold of me when I'm away or not, don't feel like talking or whatever. So I was late on the cell phone wagon. Anyway, I just remember in the past having something go wrong with a phone and getting help with it. I mean, they were nice.
Okay.
Well, Frankie bought a new phone last year,
Okay.
which is the latest and greatest fall off a roof with it in your pocket phone. And this weekend, we used it to watch TV, as a hotspot.
Oh.
Because
Because I
we
just
had-
had a moment there. I pictured you sitting
No.
around your phone.
Yeah, watching the phone. No, we used it
Hey,
for a
let's watch
hotspot.
the phone for the weekend.
And it just decided to give up and die. And he's had it for a year. We've been with this company since my first cell phone, and I don't remember when that is.
It's hard to believe that we grew up in an era where there was no such thing as a cell phone. Every time I watch a movie now where people go to a payphone, I want to call the kids wherever far-flung place they live and go, hey, look at this movie. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
I was so hesitant to get a phone, and my kids kept yelling at me, Mom, we can't get a hold of you. And I said, because I'm not home, because I'm outside, because I'm in the bathroom,
I remember,
wherever.
Yeah, I remember when people didn't think they had a right to talk to you while you were in the bathroom. That's right. There was a time. Yeah.
Oh,
I remember
backing
when
up.
I thought it was disgusting to take a cell phone into the bathroom with you.
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
'Cause
good. But certain
I-
other members of my household, instead of reading the newspaper in there now, and I've put a bottle of alcohol and a bunch of cotton balls in there, and I'm like, clean the phone.
Reading a newspaper. That was my dad. I've never read a newspaper in the bathroom.
Really?
I'm more of a go and get the hell out.
We
yeah.
used to call that the library for our spouse here.
So we used this phone for a hotspot
Okay.
so we could watch TV because we had no Wi-Fi because the wildfire burned up the cables.
Right. Melted them.
Yes.
Yes.
So we used his phone. Sunday night, his phone just went. Pfft. I mean, it just all went black.
Ooh.
The phone store sent him to 3 different places
3?
to see if they could fix his phone because it's off warranty by a couple of months. And he didn't get insurance. We still owe plenty of money on that phone that's broken and that has to be replaced.
And they didn't make an exception and they didn't help him?
No.
If this were my story, there'd be some sort of Rumpelstiltskin thing in the store where I go nuts and I demand and they capitulate because they don't want a
Frankie's
crazy
not
lady
like
in the
that.
store. Yeah,
That's
no,
not
don't tell me
Frankie.
any more stories where Frankie's nice.
No,
It's good he's nice. It is good he's nice. And you're married to him because he's nice.
Yes,
And my
that's
husband is
right.
married to me because I'm not.
Okay.
For example,
Yeah, I think 2 nice people together would be really boring.
that's most of America, I think.
but I'm not all that nice.
Well, there you are then.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I had another one of these conversations where I realized that my spousal unit was maneuvering so that I would be the mean one. Again, we have, as you know, this rental apartment,
Yes.
and it's been needing some small things. And our guy who does big things and small things kept saying, next week, next week, next week. And I said to the spousal unit, you need to get so-and-so there, like now. The tenants are going to get annoyed. Look, but it's World Cup, right? So
oh, that's right. He's a soccer dude.
yeah, so I've had to do various forms of jumping up and down to get him to do pretty much anything because I have only one hand right now, and it's been very, very frustrating. But I finally said to him, you're going to make me contact so-and-so, aren't you? And I finally just did it. And I called, and of course, no answer. And so then I sent the slightly guilt-mongering text where one says, please don't make me look bad in front of my tenants. He'll be there tomorrow at 8. Yeah. But I deeply resent having to be the manipulative one in the family because really I am being manipulative as a result of him being manipulative. He manipulates me so that I have to take action to manipulate other people so he can pretend he's not manipulative.
Sounds kind of like my dog.
What?
Sounds like Jerry, which is why I'm wearing this.
I am like your dog? And what are you
No,
wearing?
I said he sounds like my dog. His behavior.
I don't know.
So yes, now Jerry's on. It's a shock collar, but the shock has been taken out of it. It vibrates. So yes, this is day 2, and I put it on, and all of a sudden, he's not charging at the door. He's not bouncing off the windows. So he actually knew what he wasn't allowed to do and what he was supposed to do the whole time. But anyway, back to the phone.
Wait. Did it ever shock him? Did it ever shock him? Like once,
No,
so that he
it's never. No, it's never shocked. It vibrates.
Only.
You're right. It gets his attention.
Okay.
Which I guess to him is bad enough. But I would never shock him.
Yeah,
I'd shock myself before I'd shock one of my animals.
Now I'm starting to think that he is like my husband because getting his attention is as bad as anything else. Now that you mention
I'll
it,
send you this collar.
I should put it on him. Yep, that's what he needs: a vibrating shock collar. That's what is needed in our marriage. That's the thing. In fact, now that you mention it, I think a lot of marriages could be assisted by the shock collar instead of having to stand behind a person who's clearly watching hour number 7,627 of World Cup football and go, hey. Yeah, better to have the shock collar that doesn't shock.
There you go.
Yeah. I've discovered that all mothers with crazy children can spend at least an hour on the phone discussing anybody's crazy child, and that after a while, we all end up in the same place, which is, well, it's not your fault. I've literally had conversations with 2 friends of mine who have arguably nutsy cuckoo children, and at the end of the conversation, which invariably lasts an hour on each end, my crazy child, their crazy child, we come to the same conclusion every time, which is, well, it's not our fault.
They're adults now.
That's right. So there's that. I've had several of those conversations.
I got bored
Uh-oh.
and put black stripes in my hair.
That's a thing you do when you're bored.
You're never too old to punk rock or to be a punk. So I like it.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that on the public radio interview show today, they were interviewing Patti Smith's guitarist who has his own album out for the first time at the age of 70-something.
Yeah.
And a lot of it sounds like bubblegum pop, which was kind of amazing to me.
I have not heard any of it yet, but I am aware.
Imagine being Patti Smith's backup guitarist when all you really want to do is play the punk version of Sugar Sugar.
I think isn't he your husband?
You're thinking of her husband, Fred Smith, who died a while back. This is Lenny Kaye.
I've been listening to this punk rock band in Scotland.
Yeah.
Made up of accordions and weird Scottish instruments.
Already I'm
No
getting a
bagpipes.
headache from this.
But they play
Getting a headache.
they play punk music. And if I could remember their name, I would give them a plug. I will the next podcast because I really, really, really like them. But yes, it would give you a headache.
Speaking of bagpipes, we finally, I don't usually get swayed by Rotten Tomatoes reviews, but I was encouraged to watch a movie called Blow the Man Down, which is a dark comedy murder mystery that takes place in, I believe, rural Maine. And they use this device. I don't know why they came up with it or how they came up with it, but in between several scenes, you just see these weird fishing guys standing on a dock singing sea chanties.
Oh.
I'm thinking somebody was really, really, really high when they came up with this idea. But in a strange way, it kind of works. I'm, if you're going to be on the coast of rural Maine, what else is there to do but stand around the dock and make a chorus of crabbers singing sea chanties? Why not? Lobstermen, fish. I don't know who sings sea chanties. People with nets. That's what I know.
What can you do with the drunken singer?
Kind of like that. There's a lot
I'm
of
watching-
early in the morning. Yeah.
I'm unfortunately watching another show that just makes me depressed as heck.
What is it?
Mayor of something.
Oh, Mayor of, in Australia or wherever she is. New Zealand.
No, this is, oh man. It's all about prisons, and it's supposed to happen in Michigan. And it's the guy who got smushed by his tractor.
No, I
that is
haven't
in
heard
all
of
the
that
Marvel
one.
movies.
No, I think we'll skip that one. Don't need any
anyway.
tractor smushing. I think tractor
No,
smushing.
that happened to him in real life.
Yeah, no, let's not watch that.
But
For
It's
someone who
not on
doesn't
the
like
TV.
blood, you're really
this
picking
this
them.
happened to him in his real life.
Right, but this is a movie.
No, it's a TV show.
Okay.
Mayor of Kingstown
Oh, okay.
is
Why
the
not?
name of it.
Okay.
And the guy is looking at his picture right now. I still can't remember his
Smushed
name.
or unsmushed?
He looks the same,
Good. Good to know.
but it took him a long time to unsmush.
Okay, I'm now feeling vaguely. I think we have to end the podcast before I get sick.
Okay.
This is usually the part where we thank you and I suggest you buy my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. But we have decided that at least one of you deserves some sort of prize for listening. I have no idea exactly what it will be, but it will feature the words Captain Oblivious on it. And all you have to do to win is send an email to turi@shebopsproductions.com with a short description of whatever your partner or friend or boss or somebody who ought to be paying attention failed to notice, and your mailing address. Marcy and I will pick out the best one, and that will be the winner. You have until August 31st, 2026 to enter, and you have to live in the USA because I don't send things over borders. Good luck.